What's up, everybody, and welcome to the ITG Gamecast. As always, I got my boys with me. It is Alden. It is Michael. It is time to talk about more games, Michael. It's not like we don't do this enough already, right? You know what I mean?
I'm excited because we got a lot of games, not this year, but next year. And we got to go over the list of what's coming because there's just too many to count, and February's like half of them for some reason.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts how February is already so hot. It is absolutely insane. And first, we already got of Cash Out. What's up there, candidate? Yeah, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, it's we got a lot to talk about today. We're gonna get into, like we always do, what we've been playing, because there's a list that never ends. They're right there. I kind of feel like there's always something new and exciting that we've been playing, and then into the world of looking ahead to the future of 2025, what's coming out, and then for the games that are announced but no release date, where do we place those games? Where do we expect to see those games? Will be a pretty good discussion.
There's gonna be a lot of delays.
It's good. Well, then there's that too. Yeah. What will get delayed? What will actually make 2025? We've seen a lot actually this year pushed out of 2024 and into 2025, which is just kind of
three shadows.
Well, there is that. Yeah. So there's a lot of that kind of going, oh man, like there's 2025 is heating up without a doubt. But boys, how's the week been so far?
You wanna go, Michael?
I was just waiting for the dead silence to see what happened. I set it up.
Hey, it's been good, you know. I hopped on some Inotria. It's a game that we've all been kind of enjoying. Finally had my first like Dark Souls experience so far. The boss hasn't been too hard. Finally got to an optional boss. I want to say it was like the God of Strife. Absolutely put me in the ground for like 20 minutes straight. I finally got to the point where I think most Souls players are. I said some choice words. Dog was cowering and the other side of the house because I was just absolutely blowing up at this game. This is after, by the way, I got lost for a whole hour and just did a circle because there was a little corridor I didn't see. So finally had my first real, you know, I'm like, okay, I can see why people break controllers over this game. So I want to hop back in. I want to beat that boss, but man, been playing some Inotria. I can't put it down though, right? I die. I'm like, okay, this boss is stupid. I hate this boss. Oh, I'm gonna run right back there. I'm gonna show this boss what's what. So I've absolutely been enjoying that. But that's what I've been up to. So a frustratingly fun week so far for me.
That's good.
There you go. Alton, what are you up to, man? What are you playing?
I've been dabbling in some Inotria as well. I'm stuck on a boss. I have yet to go back though, because I'm playing so many things. I put up a nostalgic post yesterday on Everything Xbox about BioShock.
Yeah.
And of course, I picked it up on Steam. Right. And I started it again for God knows how many times. I actually started replaying Dead Rising 3 as well.
Oh.
All right.
I loved it. It got a lot of flack, but I thought it was great. I haven't played it since it launched on the Xbox One, so that's been fun. I found, just from talking with you, Drew, I found a new love for Diablo 4 again, and I've probably played like an hour and a half already today. I hit that sweet spot, as Michael said yesterday, where my abilities, I'm killing everything.
Yeah.
Everything, like every time I hit someone, my health comes back, and when I do my spinny attack, I shoot tornadoes out, and they all feel my wrath. Other than that, I play daily. It's a mobile game, but I play it every day.
What is this?
Marvel Contest of Champions. It's a fighting game.
Yeah,
I've been playing that for probably 10 years. With a few small breaks, but the constant updates they've been getting lately are like really fun. And you know, if I'm just sitting at the computer waiting for someone to put up a video or do some reporting, or if I'm doing some exercise, I'll just put that on. But yeah, that's been a lot of gaming, which is always you wish you had more time, even though you put in hours, but it's good.
Yeah. No, I've been busy working on stuff for the show, ton of stuff. I'm starting to like wrap things up, which is kind of. I started to see like the light at the end of the tunnel because I got reviews that are on the go, games I'm reviewing, working on those, and they're finally finishing up. Just wrapped up Mortal Kombat Chaos Reign DLC. That's done. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm ready to talk about that. So we'll be diving into that here very shortly. NBA 2K25 is another one that's been on my list for a little bit. That is an RPG of an NBA game, and it is absolutely insane. The amount of content.
Really?
I kid you not. It is an RPG. So here's how it works. you make a build, okay, and your goal is to get to level 99. But when you actually plan out all your attributes, so whether you can block, what your passing skill is like, what your dunk is like, and then but it's a standing dunk, or you like doing a running dunk. So there's like different trees you gotta climb more or less. It's just a meter you're filling. But when you actually launch the game and you get into it, you start at level 60. So now you need to get VC, which is their in-game currency, to then upgrade all that stuff. So this is where the RPG element comes in, because it is go, grind, level up, go back out, play more, grind, get your attributes. So while you're playing too, you have a skill meter of how well you're doing. So it'll go A, B, or C, and D, and sometimes even worse. So you can really tank and get like nothing, or you can go all the way to the top and be like, you're scoring well that game. So you're going to get a lot of rewards for it moving forward. So I'll be diving into that a little bit more, wrapping that up. I'm just about to capture some gameplay and stuff like that and finish it up. That would be nice to have out of the way, but that game is so big. And then after that, there's like a whole city you can go to then take on PvP. It is nuts. Yeah, if you've never played it, you've been interested in an NBA game, I guess here's my review. Go check it out. Yeah, which is fair, right? It's not for everybody. My son is something like close to 200 hours into it now. So he absolutely adores it. Just adores it. Him and his buddy play every day. That's one of their go-to things, right? Predecessor is just my usual thing. Shout out to my friends over at Meta Studios. Robbie hooked me up. CEO over there, the boss man himself, hooked me up with the Undertow skin pack, which is just sick. It is so cool. Oh man, love that game. So I'm testing out some heroes over there, because some of them that have this Undertow skin I don't really use. Like, well, now I have a reason to go test these guys out. PUBG is there. A couple other things I'm playing, and I just started today before we jumped on Throne and Liberty, the new MMORPG. I thought I'm gonna jump in, see what all the hype is about. Man, that game looks gorgeous. Like, it is stunning. I'm like, all right, cool. It's got some pixelated issues on it coming in, loading in, but I'm very, very quick to just like an hour into the game, maybe not even. I'm probably closer to half an hour, honestly, at this point. So it's just one of those things. Either way, having a good time. Inotria's love letter to all souls. Yo, I was
just reading that as well.
Yeah, soul stories. We have Eddie from the team from Jamma Games joining us next week. He was supposed to join us today. Unfortunately, he's not feeling so well. So next week will be the planned Gamecast with Eddie to talk about Inotria, dive in deep. So you have questions, hit us up. We'll ask him, and we'll grill him all about his game for a good hour at least. So yeah, you never know what's gonna happen there. But yeah, it's we've all been in Inotria for sure. I actually have it on PlayStation and my PC. So yeah, it's just oh man, I'm telling you, I'm not a Souls guy, dude. I love the Italian folklore setting. I think it's absolutely incredible. So yeah, we'll be getting into that too. But yeah, that's kind of more or less. I've been dabbling a little bit here or there, but my gaming library of things to do is just unstoppable.
It's never ending.
No, and I'm working on one that Michael and I are working on right now that we can't talk about until later either, as well. So
I know what it is.
yes, you do.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a ton of stuff going on, but yeah, it's a lot of fun right now, and we're not in a dull moment at all. Which then leads us into our topic of the show, because it's not going to be a dull moment next year either in 2025, because there's so many games coming, guys. How are we going to tackle this? This is we have a small team. What you guys see here is just a portion of us, right? We also have Corey, we have Scott, we have Steve, who also help us with all the reviews that we do and some of the other things we do on the shows. So there's like, thank goodness we have a team, because it's like divide and conquer, right? Here, you take this game, you partner up with so-and-so, you guys are going to work on this, and then we're going to go work on this, and then you're going to go do that. Alton does all of our social media stuff, and then Michael comes in, helps me with the daily show, and I got him on a review right now because he knows a little something about this particular game, and helps me with interviews. And either way, let's get into next year, because my goodness, next year is just going to be an absolute.
Your poor wallets.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Right.
All right, good. We're lucky enough that we'll get review codes and stuff, but for the fortunate consumer, there's so many big ones, like, and with the price of games now, and whether you get taxed on them or not, you're looking at it. Like, you people be on the corner selling themselves to get some of these games.
I mean, this is like a 5-figure year, I think, for just games alone. If you won all these big titles,
and as you said, we forgot some.
Yeah,
Well,
Like
yeah.
when I got the list of you, I was like, oh yeah, here it goes. I was like, wait, what? There's 3 pages?
Yep. All right, so let's get into January. This is what the list we know so far. There's certain things we've missed. If we have missed something, leave it in the comments. We want to hear from you guys. Let us know what we've missed, what you're looking forward to is the biggest thing. January, we're getting Freedom Wars Remastered. I know a lot of people are excited. Some people don't really care. Any of you guys play this back in the day?
No.
I was on the Vita. So shout out to the Vita. Rest in peace. Played that one a while ago. Donkey Kong Country Returns, another remaster. Where let me ask you a hype level remasters. Does anybody care?
Oh, I love them.
There we go. Here's the problem. Here's the problem, Michael.
It's not like I want to play. Hey, Cody, how's it going?
Cody, what's up, man?
New secret level series. I love the remakes and remasters. Like it, I get the dislike for them, but like it just shows. Like even with Hollywood, like they're just running out of ideas, right? And
I think it's more banking on a surefire bet. I think that's what they're really looking to do. Is okay. I think if we launch this particular game, remaster it, it's going to sell. That's why they've done remaster after remaster of The Last of Us.
Things like those ones, I'm not like even with Horizon. Like for those particular types, I'm not really into them. Like I get why Sony are doing them. Like I bought both Last of Us remakes. But was there a necessity for them? No. Something like Legacy of Kain, Croc, things like that, like to renew interest in the franchise and hopefully get a sequel. Like Dead Rising, that franchise has been dead since the 4th game, and the remaster. It's called a remaster, but it's like a remake, whatever Capcom are saying. But
yeah.
Like, it's sold like hotcakes, so that gives everyone hope. Like, you know, they're already talking about remastering the 2nd one, and could we get a sequel, or are they going to axe the 4th one and then go in a new direction? But, you know. Yes, Cody, yet they remastered Beyond Good and Evil when we're waiting for Beyond Good and Evil 2.
We've been waiting for that for a decade.
We're going to be in wheelchairs by the time that comes out.
I can't believe they're still working on Beyond Good and Evil 2. Like, Scott and I used to talk about it all the time on The Daily Show. Where is this game? Like, you've announced it well over a decade ago, and we still don't have the game. So many questions as to what's going on. Why haven't you just scrapped it then in that case? But they're, you know what they're doing? They're doing another Skull and Bones situation. They're just going to keep dragging it out. And I can't believe that they're allowed to do that, or they're able to do that financially. And then
they're just going to be like the John Travolta meme where he's like this. They're like, where's our money going? Where's our money going?
Well, yeah, right? Scott, remaster Winback. Dude, there's...
Operation Winback was dope.
Yeah, that was a great time back then.
Yeah.
We're getting Metal Gear Solid Delta. Oh, that's another one, dude. Guys, I missed that one on the list because that's not coming this year. That is not coming this year.
No.
We were told it was. I have yet to see a release date. I don't believe it. Okay, let's go back into the list. My good. Tales of Grace F remastered. 3 games in, they're all remasters. Telling you. Right? Dynasty Warriors Origins is coming. Then we get into February, and this is where things, for us particularly, really start to explode. I think is kind of where it's really happening at the end of the day, right? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
That's going to be huge.
Yep.
Going to be massive.
Massive following.
Civilization 7.
It's going to sell well if they always do, but not for me.
Well, I think that's it. Michael, where's your hype level for Civ games? You into them? Not into them?
Not into them, no. I'm exactly what Alton said. He basically took the words out of my mouth. It'll sell well. Not for me. I could never get into it, but it's gonna be another one of those. People are gonna pony up.
Shout out to Cody. Apparently, it's still in the works. We're talking about Beyond Good and Evil 2. I've been in the Space Monkey program forever. I forgot all about that program. That's hilarious. At least games like Star Citizen, you can actually play and test, laugh out loud. Oh my goodness.
It is in development, but like all of us do work with Ubisoft. Good luck getting a piece of information about that, other than it's still in the work. But they've said the same thing about Splinter Cell and Prince of Persia. It was like, it's still in the work. Yeah,
Prince of Persia remake, right? That's another one. So Mythic Hair says, I'd love Exodus to be released next year in a universe book just dropped. Not directly related to the game. Fair enough. I've been keeping my eye on Exodus. There's a playtest coming up. I'm hoping we get in on it. Then we'll be able to talk about that game a little bit more. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, they got a closed beta, a closed testing program coming up here that people are going to get in, and you'll be able to check that out. So keep your eyes open for that. I'm hoping we're going to get in. check that out. But the game looks cool. It is another extraction shooter, which you're either in on or you're not. And Michael and I, especially myself, I think more than you even, Michael, love extraction shooters. Like Michael and I jumped on a stream was it last week, Michael? We did Vigor?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Right? Like it was just hanging out. Hey, what do you want to play? Let's try Vigor. Like it's been a long time. We had a blast. It was a ton of fun. Getting back into February though. So we got Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Civilization 7, Assassin's Creed Shadows just got bumped to February. Speaking of Ubisoft, Avowed, right? Which is okay. So Avowed went first. So Avowed was like, this is where I'm a little now concerned for Avowed. I think coming into February, right? Avowed comes out with like, hey, we're going to announce our delay. We're going to go now into February. Great, cool. Feels like 2 days later, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 goes, hey, we're going to delay our game too when we're coming now in February. I might have those backwards, but either way, it's one of those things. Like a Dragon. Yeah, I'm not in the Yakuza series. Is anybody else here?
I tried to get into the first one, Yakuza 0, Kiwami, I think it was called. I really enjoyed it, like I really did, but there's so much filler content and mini games that I've been saying this for like 3 years that I will go back and play it, but I don't know. I will eventually. Those games have a massive following, and I think in February when that drops, the Amazon TV series Like a Dragon's dropping as well. So there's going to be a lot of hype around both of those.
Sure. And then wrapping up February is Monster Hunter Wilds.
Another going to be big hitter,
right? So right there for us in particular, I think the three of us, I can probably safely say Kingdom Come, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Avowed, and Monster Hunter is where we're at. The 4, right?
Yep.
Okay, let me ask you guys a question. Out of those 4, if you can only pick up 2, which ones are you getting? Michael?
I'm going to go with Monster Hunter Wilds. I think I'm definitely hyped for that game. And probably Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It's between that and Avowed. I think it's really, really close. But the fact, if I can pick up Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 because it's a week early, then I have a little bit more time for Monster Hunter Wilds. But I think that and Avowed are like what are 2, 3. I could go with either one, but that'd be 2. Monster Hunter Wilds, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 for me.
Alden, where you at? You only get 2.
Avowed for sure. Avowed for sure.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I've been keeping my eye on that for a long time, very long time.
It's because we've seen it forever.
I'm not a huge Monster Hunter fan, but when we watched the Tokyo Game Show together, my hype has gotten from 0 to I'm getting there. It's between Kingdom Come and Assassin's Creed. Like, I'm excited for Assassin's Creed because, like, it's Assassin's Creed. I love the franchise, but the disappointment of everything that's going on about it, I still think it'll be a cool game. And Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 looks awesome. I still got to finish the first one, but my second pick is Shadows.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fair. Yeah. Cody jumps in here. It says Sleeping Dogs was the formula they needed, I think.
I agree.
I'm really hoping they simplified the combat in Kingdom Come. The combat in the first one was just so obtuse to me. It was not clicking.
It's a struggle.
It was horrible, and I just couldn't get into it, which is the biggest disappointment because it was such a cool game at the end of the day that I really was hoping to get invested. So, if I had to pick, I'm Shadows and Monster Hunter. Like, that's just where I'm at. I am a massive Assassin's Creed fan. You can see all the figures behind me here if you're watching. So, like, I'm all in on Assassin's Creed. Always have been. We'll see if they continue to keep the formula going where it does click for me. And because we are going to feudal Japan, hype levels there. I know there's a ton of crap right now going on with Ubisoft and all of that, and the pit game, and we all know about it. And then Monster Hunter Wilds, I saw it at Summer Game Fest, and I was blown away. We had an hour hands-off demo. Jaw hit, like, the whole team, we were all there, and the jaw just hit the ground, and I couldn't pick it up for the hour, and I was like, this thing looks incredible. This is where Michael and I were talking about this morning, where we jump onto games and we play with friends or family, right? Where me and my brother are going to hang out here and play for hours on this one. But Avowed would probably be my 4th pick, with Kingdom Come coming in second, or in third, sorry, where I would be for those out of the 4. But yeah, Assassin's Creed, Shadows, and Wilds for me. I don't get
all the hate about Yasuke. In my opinion, it's already a fictional game. Like, does the EC represent anyone?
But I've been saying
that's true. I think a lot of the Discord, like, there is
game. Like, it's a game at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's the thing that's getting them killed is like how their fake historian changed Wikipedia pages, how they're meant to be, how they themselves said they were so intricate with being lore accurate for like the buildings and stuff. Yet they use Japanese architecture for certain towns rather than Japanese, and they got caught out big time. And just the constant like back and forth with the company. Like I'm still high for it, but. Like, there's a lot of information out there. It'll all come out at one point. But
yeah. Well, Scott says the alien seed race made it all sci-fi, and that was right from the beginning, right? Like, when you pull all that in, like, there's nothing here that's historical. Like, what are you doing?
Do you not remember in Assassin's Creed 2, number 2, that they had a crossover where you could run around as Raiden from Metal Gear as like a full costume? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah,
really?
You could literally dress up exactly like Raiden as Ezio.
Yeah, man, oh man. Ezio's outfit's been in every game ever since too. Let's get into coming out of February then. Obviously, February I think is our biggest concern at this moment. Like, if you are pushing the game to get, are you expecting to get something pushed from here? What are you pushing from February? And where are you putting it? Alton, you
if
first.
I was to pick Anthem. What are
you picking?
No, if anything, just know on Xbox track record, I would say Avowed.
That's fair. No, that's
It'll come. Like, just wait till next month or next year. That should be there. Like, I am everything Xbox. Like, but people know, like, if Xbox don't have a good track record, like, anything Avowed is getting.
That's fair. Michael, where are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm either Avowed or Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I think one of those should say, let's just punt it to March. I mean, we'll talk about March. Right now, it doesn't look like March is super crazy, but yeah, I probably would lean Avowed. Like I said, Xbox is just a mess. But I think if Kingdom Come says, all right, hold on, we're 3 days ahead of Assassin's Creed, maybe we just bump it down. One of those two games I think has to get bumped out. There's enough time between Shadows and Wild, they shouldn't overlap, but Avowed and Kingdom Come, why don't you just go to March? Like March 2nd, and you'd be totally fine.
Yep. Yeah, that's fair. I'm actually calling it on Assassin's Creed Shadows. I think that gets moved. I think honestly, I'm thinking Shadows gets bumped. I don't think they have enough time from now until February to polish, to fix from all the backlash that they've received from the fans to get it to the spot where they need to, right? They need to really market this game now because they need to turn the light around on it. There's definitely some things that they're going in to change mechanically within the game, which who knows what can of worms that'll open, because the minute they start adjusting something there, it just explodes and can crumble into other sections and just screw up everything. So I honestly think Shadows is getting bumped. We'll see what happens. I'm very curious to see if we get Shadows in February.
For people like, it's going to be a Concord situation. They're just going to, they're going to dump it and just get the insurance money back.
Yeah. March though. So I think April. I bet you they bumped it 2 more months to April.
Wow.
That's where I think they're that far off. It's going to need that much work still. The
developers, they made that decision to like very quickly.
Yeah, I think we're still going to be another 2 months out. We'll see what happens. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just hopeful, because then it gives me more time to play stuff. Because Kingdom Come 2 is going to be huge. It is going to be massive. And then you put in Assassin's Creed. Shadows is not going to be a small game. We're going to be around. I'm expecting somewhere to be in around the Valhalla. I know it's in between Valhalla and Origin size, but it's still going to be huge. So I'm still like, I'm 150 hours or something like that on the Valhalla. I'm expecting another 80 to 100 in Shadows, right? Like that's where it's going to be stupid. Then Avowed obviously is a big game. I think it's one important for Xbox, but like you say, Alton, dude, they could get pushed too because they need time to shine. Michael and I talk about it all the time on the show. Where do you put your game so you have the spotlight for at least a week?
After fumble.
Oh, dude, it's been.
Don't remind me. Somebody
rough.
bought an Xbox. Don't remind me.
Yeah, Michael bought the wrong side.
I'm so mad.
It's funny when I'm on everything Xbox. Like even my followers, they all say the same thing. Like even today, I can't remember what post it was, but people were like, "Xbox need this win." Xbox. I think it was about Perfect Dark.
Oh, yo, that looks awesome. It does look cool. We're not getting it next year. March gets.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a launch game for the next console.
You're probably right.
Just wait until the next console. It's coming.
Please be excited. Yeah, oh, man. Adam Fall, question mark for March. is the biggest thing right now. We'll see where
they've
that
been very
leads.
silent, right?
Yeah. Suikoden in 1 and 2 HD remaster, back in another remaster game.
Ooh.
Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, which looks cool, and then Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game, the end of March.
Yeah, that game's gonna fry.
I don't see that one doing very well either. Then we get a Rain World 2 DLC, The Watcher, coming, and then April gets Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, which is kind of perked my interest. Got to play it down at Summer Game Fest. I'm gonna need a lot more time to get my hands on that to get a better understanding. You don't jump into a brand new fighting game that you have not played the series for in like decades and understand how that works. So it's not like me picking up Mortal Kombat.
Blake says Xbox laughed my LMAO. I wish they made good games again, man. I miss 360 games. Xbox has been trash since. I wouldn't say trash, but they've certainly fumbled the ball very. Yeah, they fell off. Yeah. They need new leadership.
And then, and then let's get into the rest of 2025. So these are the games that don't have a date, but we're gonna pick one. Let me rhyme off. I'm gonna rhyme off the list because I'm not writing them all off because we don't have all day. We only have we're already almost halfway through our show. So I've highlighted a couple. 2XKO. That's a fighting game, right? I don't know. That's not
I'm a big fighting game guy, and I don't.
You've never even heard of this, then?
No.
Man. Okay. So this is the League of Legends fighter. This is out of Riot. Riot is making this game. Look it up.
Yeah.
Looks cool. I can't wait. It's got that tag team from like Tekken Tag back in the day feel. I'm all in. This thing, I think it looks awesome. I'm pretty excited for that one. Arc Raiders, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Doom: The Dark Ages. The one for Xbox. We'll see what happens. Dune Awakening, Fable. We're actually getting Fable next year? Come on. I'll believe when I see it
so many times. I don't believe them.
Ghost of Yote. I'm pumped for them. The biggest one, though, I think, is Grand Theft Auto 6. Yep. Right. Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra.
They've been very quiet about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, eerily quiet. Marathon has a rumor of next year.
Is this like, I know it's a multiplayer shooter, but it's based on their Bungie's very first game, Marathon Durandal, right?
Fable, bro. I've been hearing about Fable since like 2019. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I know. That's why I said we'll believe when we see it. South of Midnight we're supposed to get next year. That one looks cool.
Yeah, I expect that. I do expect that will come out next year.
Splitgate 2.
Yeah, that will come out.
Yeah.
Right. The Altars just got bumped. So this is another one out of 11-bit Studios. They just launched Frostpunk 2, which we reviewed. You can check it out over on IGTTV.com, which is a really cool game. And another one, too, that we're expecting, because we're supposed to get it this year. We have yet to see a date, is Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake. Another remake. That one I'm actually pumped for, though. That's just me. So, boys, we have a list. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Okay, nobody really... Michael, you don't know too much about the 2XKO either, do you?
I mean, I'm a Riot guy. I played a ton of League of Legends, so at least I have an understanding of it. So
I looked at it, like while you were talking about it.
You look bored.
Looks okay, but it'll be a no for me.
It's a hard yes for me. That one, I think it looks cool. I love fighting games, especially Mortal Kombat, but this is definitely a different departure. But the whole hook of Arcane right now with League of Legends has me. And 2XKO is pulling from that same kind of feeling a little bit. I wish it was more in that art style, though, because that art style is absolutely stunning. Arcane is gorgeous. But I'm definitely looking forward to this one. Michael, if you had to pick a spot, where are you putting this game?
Oh, man. Riot is so tricky, right? I mean, Valorant on console just kind of came out. They're like, yeah, it's here, by the way. So they're going to release it when they want. It is free.
Yep.
If they care about Fatal Fury, which I really don't think Riot does, I would say probably earlier. January looks, free right now, right? Like we talked about it. It's remaster.
Until all the Xbox games get delayed.
Yeah, until they get delayed. But I would say, like, if you're Riot, I think Arcane Season 2 launches November of this year, I believe.
Yeah.
Put it in January, right? As soon as Arcane ends, give us that. I think it's probably a little bit too early. I assume it's going to be closer to that March, April. But wouldn't be shocked if they say 2XKO coming in January. But I would say March or April is probably the realistic guess for me. Maybe they avoid Fatal Fury, but somewhere in that early March area.
Oh, and any guesses? The very little bit you do know, have just found out about.
I know little to nothing. A fighting games. All right, if there's a following, right, you can put them anywhere because they're always going to they always have a built-in community. So like I'd have to go with what Michael said, like January to March, like somewhere in there. I expect it to be
Q1.
Yeah, Cody, I've always been an Xbox guy despite having PlayStation and PC, but man, Xbox, the bed with the S series. I agree, the Series S was an atrocious decision that made the people that bought the more expensive console and held them back.
No, without a doubt. Absolutely don't disagree with that at all, Cody. I honestly, I think, Michael, you're onto something. I don't think we actually get the game next year. I think it gets delayed till 2026. I don't think we see it.
Okay.
I think from what we've heard within the community, things are good, but there's still a lot of things that Riot wants to do, and they're in no rush to put this out, right? So I don't even think we see it next year, is my guess. But
I think we'll know more by the end of November, because League of Legends, they're having their World Championships. If you're gonna plug it, you're gonna plug it during the World Championships. I think we get a trailer or a release date or a delay date by November when Worlds ends, or maybe even for the World Finals. They say, hey, look at 2XKO 2026. I think we'll know by November when this game's coming, though.
Yeah, because there's nothing official there, right? There's been nothing said
Game
otherwise.
Awards we'll get dates.
They announced at the same time as Valorant, is all you need to know. I remember Valorant and Project, I think M or X, whatever they called it.
Project L, I think it was.
Yeah, Project L. Everyone was hyped. Yeah. Valorant's its own game for 3 years, and we still don't have Project L. So, yeah, I think you're right, Drew. They might just say 2026. You'll wait.
No, absolutely. Yeah, we will. I think what we'll see this year, though, is a look at Arc Raiders. We're supposed to get that at Jeff Keighley's The Game Awards, which will be nice.
Yeah, I had to look that up as well. I like that they got the old Concord rainbow on their logo.
Yeah, they do. It looks very Concord.
It's a PvPvE. Like, all right,
yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. So Arc Raiders is supposed to come out next year. I think we're probably looking around March. I think they want to get it out sooner before. Again, everybody's got to have in the back of their mind right now, GTA 6. So where do you put your game before you get into the swell and we get left behind in the dust of GTA 6, right? I think that's going to be the main theme of today, of this back half of the show, of not to get flooded and surrounded by all the GTA talk. Because it's going to be, the minute they drop another trailer, I'm a little surprised we haven't seen one yet for GTA 6. I think that's the other side of it. Why haven't we seen anything? I want to see more. I think
they don't. Anytime there's rumors about the trailers, they're always completely wrong, and they just kind of just drop them.
Yeah, no. All of a sudden, just boom! You wake up tomorrow, and there it is. Yep. Right? No indication, no nothing. So I do like how Rockstar operates. I think they're rock stars, so they can do what they want, right? Like that's just how they work, which is very cool. But yeah, Arc Raiders, I'm thinking probably March would be my guess. You guys have any thoughts, feelings on that one?
Don't know, don't care.
Fair. That's perfectly fair. Yeah. Michael?
I like March. March and January from the months we've talked about. I mean, April's just, there's only one game there, so I don't know. But March and January feel like there's already games announced, so you're not going to get Avowed where you announce a game and then everyone's like, hey, what if we take your month over, Avowed? So I can see March. I think if you want to sneak one in, March looks good. This is a game we already saw a trailer for, I believe, earlier this year. So I would agree with you. I think March.
Yeah, there isn't enough shown about the game. There isn't a hype level behind it either, right? When we get into Death Stranding,
I had one look at it and I was like, nope.
Yeah, and that's just it, right? I don't think it's going to be for everybody. Speaking of not for everybody, Death Stranding 2, not for me.
I can't wait.
I could care less. Do not care
very excited.
whatsoever. I think
it's
the game
not coming
looks
2025.
Ridiculous. Ooh. It is coming 2025.
Yeah, Kojima literally said yesterday or the day before that the game's only 40% done.
He just said yesterday or the day before that it is coming in 2025. They already got the date picked.
I expect a delay.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I expect it. I will be buying it. I didn't think I'd like the first one.
I hated it.
Like, it's creepy. But I told you, like,
boring.
Little moments where I have like 20 things on my back and I'm using my fighting stick and knocking people out with that. You can't find that hilarious. It's so funny, like. And it's very relaxing, but it's not for everyone. It's creepy enough that kept me coming in. I still have yet to finish it, but yeah,
nope.
That'll be a day one for me.
It's funny because Death Stranding 1, I think you either love it or you hate it.
Yep.
And that's kind of how the feel of the game goes, right? So you're either all in or you're out. And for me, I tried it. I was in there for like 20 hours, and I'm like, I'm done. I am not playing any more of this game. It is boring to me. I didn't enjoy anything about it. And it was just, I knew it was a departure from Metal Gear. I think that was the biggest thing. I'm like, I already know what I'm getting into. I know it's not going to be Metal Gear. Let's find out how it goes. Get in there.
I think you need to stick into it for like 10 to 15 hours, and then it really hits
I was 20 hours in. What else do you want me to dig in? And you want me to sink myself into the mud? I'm not playing this game. I am done. Death Stranding 2, don't care. I don't want it. Not going to play it. It looks boring. It looks weird. This stupid little, what is that little mannequin thing that is like 8 frames per second? That little doll. You seen that thing? Oh, man. Kojima just out in his own little world creating his stuff. Praise to him.
He's lovely. He's hanging out with Mads Mikkelsen all the time. Norman Reedus.
Oh, yeah.
He's just posting pictures of his food and what movie he wants. Man, that guy's living the dream.
Cody says, one topic I've been worried about is BioWare, the dumpster fire that is Dragon Age in the future of Mass Effect. I'm excited for Dragon Age. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping we get code soon because it is this month and that game is not small. So
I will buy it when it's on sale, like most EA games where they go on sale for $6 to $12. I will not be supporting BioWare. I will not be supporting that psychotic director. Absolutely not. My money is my money, and from everyone at Everything Xbox. Yeah, speak with your wallet.
Yep.
Cody goes, the best story on any video game I've ever played is 100% Death Stranding. Cody, I'm timing you out. No, just kidding. Seriously, what story? You're walking around delivering packages.
It's amazing. I have friends that are literally only play FIFA. Right? Shout out Fionn. He got hooked into it, and then we both started playing it at the same time. And
oh man, do I have to go back?
He specifically only plays FIFA and Call of Duty. That's it.
I think he's pumped for Veilguard.
He was hooked, bro.
Really? I had such a hard time. I was not connecting with it.
It's so immersive when you got a good headset on as well. Like, and it's just like, the horror elements and stuff and everything is just awesome. And just the hilarity of fighting guys with 20 boxes on your back. Like, it's kind of like Skyrim. Every time you play, it's going to be a little bit different, right?
Scott says the FIFA players, the story experts. Well,
I posted that picture the last day of Sting taking off the mask and it's Sting again. And it's like, sports games every year. Whoa.
Even the Mama Side story in Death Stranding had me tearing up. Yeah, that's cool. See, and that's why I said you either love it or you hate it. And I'm just like, I'm on the opposite side. I could not get into it at all. Like, where do you think we get Death Stranding 2 next year? Because Alton doesn't count because he doesn't think we're getting it at all.
You know, I'll take Alton's line. Don't know, don't care. Wasn't the game for me. I didn't even play it. I watched the trailers. I was like, I'm not gonna love this game yet. No, don't care. I'm taking the Alton line.
Don't care.
I'm saying.
All right.
If I was to say next year, if it actually comes out, I don't think it will. If it does, I say like fall.
I think we get it in June. That's where I'm guessing. I think we get it in June. They want to get it right in.
Either way, I'll buy it. It'll be mine. Day one.
You can tell me all about it then, because I don't care.
Let us know.
I'm right there with Michael. Don't care. Not getting it. Don't care. All right. Are you ready for this one? Sorry, it's an Xbox title. Doom: The Dark Ages. It's software though. Like
that's definitely coming out.
Yeah, they are such a solid studio. I'm not worried about that one.
Nope.
What do you think? If let's talk Metacritic score right now. Prediction of scores for Doom: The Dark Ages.
93.
Holy, all over that,
okay.
man. He was.
All right.
He was.
Let's go.
He's. I got a good friend of mine who plays Doom Eternal and on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah.
I'm like nuts, absolutely nuts. Not a chance. Couldn't do it.
I have a signed T-shirt and poster from John Romero himself because he lives in my hometown back in Ireland. I've been playing Doom since I could give the thumbs up. Let's go.
Nice, Michael. Hype level for this?
I've never been a Doom guy. It looks cool, but it's never been for me. I think it.
I will leave again.
I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm not hitting you with the don't care. I would say hype level's an 8 because it's one of those games. It's like a Space Marine to me, right? It looks cool. I'm just a big badass. I'm shooting people. I've just never gotten into it. If it goes on sale, if a code comes my way, I'll check it out. I'll have fun. It's just not one of those games that I'm going to day one slap my credit card down. But I think it looks cool. I'm not going to lie. I think Doom is a great franchise. It's never hooked me in.
I'm right there. I'm right there with you, Michael. Like I appreciate what it is and the fans who love it. It's just not my style, right? I'm a third person style.
It's got such a cool storyline.
Well, there's a story to Doom. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm just gonna take medication here in a second. When
rip and tear.
When do you think we get it?
I say summer.
Yeah, actually, it's probably a good lineup for then, right?
Summer, yeah. Anything that goes up against it, like it's not at the caliber of Grand Theft Auto, but like because it's going to be day one on Game Pass, it's going to be huge.
It's play once and you're done, or play once, come back for more. Like it's not going to be a game of service, right?
So Eternal, they completely changed the whole multiplayer aspect of it, and I hated it. I've played the campaign a couple of times on different harder difficulties, but if it goes back to what Doom 2016, the first the remake or the reboot, that was play it and then dive into that epic old school multiplayer of team deathmatch. That like unbelievable. If they revamp the multiplayer again, then I see it being a big hit, especially because it's on Game Pass. Most people play for the campaigns because they're so much fun, and as Cody said there, he plays for the soundtrack, which is awesome. Yeah, my ringtone on my phone is the Doom soundtrack.
Nice.
I expect it to be a big hit.
Cool.
And I think because it's on Xbox or Game Pass, I think it's going to like really, like bring new fans into it because people are like kind of scared and stuff of like how quick it is. I know friends that find it too quick.
Well, yeah, they're not long games, right? So you can get.
No, I mean like actual like movements and stuff. Like
movement is fast. Yeah, it's not my style, and that's one of the things, right? It's just not my style. It's so fast. I'm like, I'm not here for this. But I can appreciate again what it is. But like Cody says, though, the arcade playstyle gets a little boring. So maybe that doesn't hit for everybody, right? It's just a little.
Oh, look out!
He's twitching. Dune Awakening. This is the one that I saw down at Summer Game Fest. I love going out, crafting, coming back, looting up. That crafting survival game element genre is a me thing through and through. You're either in on it or you're not. Dune Awakening, and I gotta look at it, and I cannot wait to get to the end game content from what I've already seen. I think it looks awesome. I can't wait to see what we get out there and build as a team. It's gonna be hours sunk. Like I'm already looking to go, okay, how am I gonna fit this in here? And I'm thinking,
I know I'm not.
March. Well, this is fair, right? Very fair. It's coming to Steam Early Access next year. Is the biggest thing. It's not dropping next year. It's going to Steam Early Access. This is the plan over there at FunCon, from what I last heard, anyways. So, but I would really prefer it on console. But I think we're gonna get PC first. Then it's gonna come to console, just like I did with Conan, right? Conan was the same deal. PC eventually came over to console. I think that's how we're gonna get here with Dune Awakening. Michael, have you checked this out at all?
We've talked about it. You've hyped me up for it. One of those. Buddy. I'll definitely check it out, especially if it drops at a good time. If it hits in that March, like you said, I'll check it out. The survival games, they hooked me in for a little bit. I know there's some talks about it doing like one of those like monthly resets, kind of like a Rust or something. So that one might be a little bit hard. You build all the way up. That might push me away a little bit, but I'll definitely hop in day one, maybe at least do for the first season. So yeah, I'm a 7 out of 10 for the hype, but I'll check it out.
Alden, you don't care, so it doesn't matter.
Nope.
Which is fair, right? You're either in or you're not. I'm all in, so I can't wait.
But it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited for Dune. I mean, I like this Cody guy. I don't know his judgment about the whole Death Stranding thing, but for everything else,
Xbox all the time.
Oh, guys, I don't even want to talk about it. Do I even bring it up? It's called Fable. What? This game called Fable. Do we? First of all, do we even see it next year?
No, don't think so. Not even close.
Come
you
on,
cannot trust
seriously
anything that comes out of Sarah Bond or Phil Spencer's mouth anymore. No, we're not getting it next year. I think we'll have.
I think you guys are wrong.
Like by the end of the year, by the Game Awards, we're going to actually have like proper gameplay, that sort of thing, and then
a release date.
And then it's going to be release date, and then they're going to push it a little bit, and then push it a little bit more, and then boom. Oh, Stalker 2 as well, Cody said.
Yeah,
Stalker 2 is going to be sick. That game has been delayed for like.
Well, unfortunately, that studio is in.
They've relocated. They're not in Ukraine anymore.
They've had to, man. Like I feel awful for that studio. I've never seen a studio go through the crap that they've had to go through, and
I mean, literally, some of their fellow workers died fighting.
Yeah, just absolutely insane. Steve got to check out Stalker 2 down at Summer Game Fest. Absolutely loved it. Loved it. So yeah, hype level around here is gonna be super cool to get that game. Okay, you guys don't think Fable's coming out next year at all? Nope. I think we're getting.
No. I can see a release date into an immediate delay. I can see like Q4 2025, and then as it gets close, they pull Assassin's Creed Shadow, say, "All right, we're gonna push it." I could see something like that actually happening.
I agree.
Been so long since they've announced it. They've worked on it. It's been at this point they have to just get it out.
We've only got 2 trailers, right, from it over since like 2019.
Yeah, I think we'll get another one at the Game Awards in 2 months in December, right? I'm figuring we'll probably get it around that. Would be a good spot to put it at least. And then I'm hoping it shows us the release date. Like, give us a solid release date, and they have to stick to it.
Xbox and solid release dates don't go hand in hand.
I get it. I'm trying to be optimistic here. So I'm going for April. I think that might be a sweet spot. I'm telling you, it's not that far away. It's got to be April because they need Fable to shine, and they can't be in a swell of other massive games.
They would have shown more than what they have if it was coming out in April.
Oh, I think they're working on it. We're about to get a whole lineup of stuff. You just wait. Ghost of Yote.
Yeah,
Sucker Punch's next game. 300 was it 300 years before?
200 years.
200? You sure? I thought it was 300. Either way, it's before. No, before or after? It's after Ghost of Tsushima.
No, it's a prequel. It's before.
It is a prequel. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Are you checking it out right now? You're looking at it.
Yep.
Yeah,
I am.
I swear to God, it's 300. Either way, PlayStation Blog should have it. Check it out. Hype level for me is like a 9.5. Like I'm all over this game. I cannot wait for this game next year. I say we toss it right in February and go right up against Shadows and demolish them. That's just. I don't think that's what they're gonna do. I hope they don't. But I could see them taking a lot of the thunder in the spotlight away from Assassin's Creed Shadows if they come close, right? Mm-hmm. Do they go January? I think that's way too soon. I think we would have seen a lot more of Ghost of Yote before January. I don't think we get much in January, to be honest. I think we might get something near the end of January, and then we get into February, which is already looking hot, into March, April, May. May might be a good time to show.
May feels good.
Right?
May
Doesn't it?
Good.
Yeah, that might be a good spot for them. Very curious what I'd love to be a fly in the wall over Sucker Punch right now. Like, where do we put this, guys? When do we release these? What are we gonna do here? Who do we go up against? Yeah. I think there's a lot more hype around Ghost of Yote right now than there is with Assassin's Creed Shadows.
It is a prequel, and you are right. It's roughly 300 years prior.
Don't doubt me again. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll fight any man. I'll fight any man. Man, woman, or child.
So I think they do have the spotlight, though, compared to Shadows a lot more. It's playing into Sucker Punch's favor right now to say, hey, our game is coming up next year. I think Shadows would have probably benefited from dropping this year than next year. And that's going to be the comparison, right? Everybody's going to get into Shadows, play Shadows, and then Ghost of Yote is going to come around. Are we going to have Japanese fatigue from that era, the feudal Japan era? Probably not, because we don't have enough of them, right? It's not like you Call of Duty every year, and then we get another shooter and another shooter, and another Battlefield, another shooter, and another shooter. We get the feudal Japan, something we've been asking for so long, that Sucker Punch has been taking so much time between Ghost of Tsushima and then getting into the sequel, and they can take more time if they wanted. Again, they're focused for 2025. I wouldn't be surprised if they push it to 2026, but if they do drop it, thinking, May might be the sweet spot. Michael?
Yeah, I'm with you. I think May, June, really, I mean, any time before Grand Theft Auto, which I think we're about to talk about when that comes out, but that late spring, early summer, like, even if Assassin's Creed gets delayed, like you think, Drew, I think they just say, we don't care. We're going to absolutely dunk on you no matter when this game comes out. So, yeah, early summer, I think is a perfect spot for them.
Alton, where you at?
Yeah, summer. The first one released during summer. It was July, I think, or something. I was out in the cottage when it released, but I think summer next year.
Gonna be cool.
I don't see many delays for it.
I don't think so either. I think Sucker Punch is probably on track for doing this, but there might be an opportunity to go, we need a bit more polish. We're gonna push it to early 2026. We'll see what happens, but I think more than likely or not, then we're gonna get it next year, which is cool. I'm a little disappointed with the female only protagonist, but she really excited. But I'm really excited for the beautiful map and how they improved the combat, which is really, really fun. Yeah, it's absolutely already fun there. So combat was cool. Switch up obviously the female protagonist, which doesn't bother me at all. I always pick a female character when I'm designing characters anyways. I just did that in Throne of Liberty. So just made my character, female character. Away we go. So yeah. Good. I'm so excited. Hype level for that one. Where you guys at hype level wise? Where you at, Alton?
6.5.
Oh man, that one hurts. Michael?
Like the first game was magnificent. It was like it played like Assassin's Creed.
Awesome.
But Jin Sakai was one of the most boring characters I've ever seen. The game was absolutely stunning. I loved the lore, everything, but Jin Sakai was horrifically boring, and this new female protagonist will probably be just as boring as well. They do everything very well except for writing good characters. That's where I was, yeah. There wasn't a single memorable character from the first game. Like, can you name anyone other than the main character?
No.
Right.
That's fair. Yeah. I remember liking it at the time, though, and I was really into the story. I thought the character.
I never finished it. I got like 3/4 of the way through, and I'm just like, I'm bored. I've like nothing else was like there was no like end game for me that would have been like, oh, I needed to.
Did you play Legends?
No, I did not.
What? No. All right. Now I'm leaving. All right, now I'm back.
Everyone's seen it by me.
What do you mean you did not play Legends?
No, there was other things to play. I wasn't not bothered even in the slightest.
Man, it was one of the coolest aspects of that entire game. It had a co-op mode in it, and then it had a horde mode. Yo, it was
too little, too late for me.
Well, okay, I get that part, but man, oh man, that game was so cool. It was one of the coolest things in the world. Like, I loved it. And again, it was one of those moments, though, right?
Cody asked what's Legends. It's the co-op part.
I am gonna ban him. Your time him. No, seriously, you haven't played Legends. I recommend you go check it out. It is a co-op opportunity there. It's got a co-op campaign that you can go play 2 people, and then after that, you can get into a 4-person horde mode experience. And it was a ton of fun. I absolutely loved it. Hung out there with my brother and some friends, and away we went night in, night out. And I was
That's been quite a while since that came out, so you'd be lucky to find people to play with.
Yo, I'll play. Cody hit me. Yeah, don't ignore it. Yeah, no, I absolutely loved it. It was so
he did
cool.
play it.
He did play. Okay, there you go.
No, I played it. It wasn't for me.
Doc was too much for the stream. Laugh out loud. All right, let's get into the big one. This is the one we've all been expecting. Can't wait for this game. The hype level for me is like 11. GTA 6.
Yeah, I'm a 10.
You're a 10? Michael?
Yeah, 10. I'm a 10.
I can't. Oh, man. I'm going to spend so many hours.
That will come out. That ain't getting delayed.
No, I don't think it's getting delayed either. I think they've pushed it long enough. I think everybody's tired of the GTA 5. Like, I even talked to Alton the other day. I'm like, dude, I'd love to go back to do heists. Do you want to go? He's like, nah, I don't want to do this. Like, I get it. Right? I get it. The game is old. It is clunky. No, we're not going to do it. I don't know. It could be fun. They just released, like, not just, but a couple months ago, they dropped a new heist. I was like, this is nuts. The game makes so much money.
Well, of course, they're making millions of dollars a day from share cards. Of course, they're fun.
Oh, yeah.
Cody's a 7. Oh, yeah. I don't want to be disappointed. Go in with low expectations, dude, and get blown away. Nothing wrong with that, right? Yeah, very fair. No, it's
I'm hyped. Like, it's Grand Theft Auto. Like, yeah.
When do we get it, Alton?
I don't think it's a summer game. No, I think that's fall. They're going to capitalize on every, teenager, kid wanting Grand Theft Auto for Christmas because they've been playing Grand Theft Auto.
My kids want it, man. My kids want it. Yeah. Like, get off my system.
It's gonna be a Christmas release. That's my
Michael.
Thought.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably November, right? Capitalize people day one, and then get people in on the holidays. I think the bigger question for me is the price, which we've talked about. Are we going to get 70? Are we going to get 100, 150? I think the
$150.
Get out of here, man.
Out of your soul.
I think 100. I would not be shocked if it's $100 on release, and I think the higher the price from the standard, the closer to Christmas, because then you could say, yes, it's more expensive, but it's the
I'm
holiday.
still
So
going
yeah,
with 150.
November, $100. That's my lock-in for that.
I'm going November 7th. It is a Friday. I know, I'm narrowing it right down.
That's so very. Does he know something? I gotta curious.
No, I don't know anything. I'm predicting November 7th. It's a Friday. They don't need to drop it any other day of the week. They drop it on a Friday. It's the biggest game in the universe that day. It outsells everybody. Move out of the way, COD. Exactly, right? I think that's when they drop it, is they go in for November 7th, and it blows away. Do we get, the biggest question now is, as well as, do we get, do we get multiplayer same day?
Yeah. And, I think they give it a month. I think they want to make sure you play the story. They did that in GTA 5, right? It was like 3 months to the online. I would not be shocked if it's like an early, like in November, we're going to launch it. Christmas, you can go online. That's like our second Christmas present to you guys. I would not be shocked if we get a month of offline only.
I know. I think it's going to launch with it.
I don't think so at all. I don't think it launches the day of because they want people to play the single player game. They have put so much time into the single player game that if they launch the multiplayer, people are skipping that and going right to the multiplayer.
I am ready with the single player.
Well, I am. I know I am. But, you know, I've talked to a bunch of other people. I talked to my brother. He's like, I don't care about the single player. He never even finished GTA 5 single player. I'm like, you're
oh, wow.
Moron. Like, what a cool story. It was so much fun.
Cody says watch them on launch online only first.
Yeah, right? Well, we'll see what happens. But I'm thinking we get the campaign first. We're in there November 7th. And then from there, probably, really, I don't know, Michael, if I agree with you that we'll get the online component for Christmas. That would be a good time. Dude, everybody's off or in around that time, right? And all of a sudden your servers are just tanked because everybody's on them. That's they don't want that again. Remember when GTA Online dropped? Like, it was broken.
360, yeah.
Man, it didn't matter what system you were on. PS3, 360, it just didn't work. So they can't do that again. I think they possibly will. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's how it goes because the servers won't handle the influx of people. But I don't see them doing it on day one. There's no way. But boys, we're almost done, which is not bad because we're running out of time quickly here. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. Do you think we even get it next year? I don't think so.
No.
No.
There've been one trailer, that was it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was the CGI.
Yep. No, it was CGI. Yeah. It was all CGI. There's no in-game in there at all. Well, quickly moving on then. Marathon. Bungie, you're up. Do you think we get it next year at all?
Bungie, if Sony doesn't close Bungie.
No, I don't see that.
I think this becomes the next Concord. I think this is going to be released within a month. God, the trailer is awful. It looks like a freaking movie trailer. There's no way you even know what the game's going. I think this is the get the insurance money back, punt it out, and run. I don't think this game's going to be online for more than a month, 2 months at that.
Oh, wow. Alton?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I fully agree. It's if they stuck to what the original Marathon looked like, I think they would have had a hitter. What they're doing with this crap, it's going to launch. No one's going to play it. Bye.
I don't even think we get it next year.
The amount of people that don't know about Marathon, like the actual Bungie's very first title.
Oh yeah, I had no idea.
It's crazy. Yep. Look, it played like Doom. Like that was it.
And now they're making an extraction shooter. That's what this is.
Yep, it's gonna fail.
I'm very curious to see if they can pull it off. Honestly, Bungie's huge right now, especially with Destiny and the way that's kind of gone on. And they're looking for something new, but then they're gonna go back to Destiny 3. Straight up. Yep. That's gonna happen. We know it's gonna happen.
Wrong direction.
So I'm very curious to see how they're gonna pull it off, if it works at all. But I think we get a deep dive state of play, and then we don't see it for a year. I don't think we get it until 2026. That's where I think we're at. Another Xbox title, South of Midnight.
Yeah, that'll come out next year.
I think the game looks cool. I think the game looks really, really cool. Really stylized. Yeah, I'm all over it. I
wouldn't buy it, but I'll play it on Game Pass.
Oh, man, I'd buy that game. That game, I think it looks awesome. I'm all over it. Michael, where you at?
I gotta check this one out. Hadn't seen it before. I'll check it out, so. Xbox, though, so I never know.
I say early next year.
Early next year?
I'm guessing February, March.
Yeah, because it's going to get eaten up, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then they got COD next year again. That's just a given. March, April, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I think maybe even South of Midnight. I don't think being a big one to stick around. I think they're actually August. I think they go for August.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep. Splitgate 2. You guys into this one? The Portal
I've heard of
Halo?
it. I'm not like
It was fun.
I don't. Yeah, it looks fun. Just I've got too much to play. I'm not. It's not getting my.
It's a competitive thing too, right? But they really changed it up.
Is it free to play again, like the first?
Oh yeah, it'll probably be free to play. I don't see why it wouldn't be, right? It was the first one.
Probably
was,
summer.
So, yeah, actually.
Yeah, I think so. Beat COD, because COD's doing... Verdansk is coming back early 2025. You don't want to go against that. You don't want to go against the next COD. I think summer.
No, I think that's a good call. Yeah, June, July, somewhere in around there. We get that, right? We'll get that drop. And then you get in. They changed it so it's an arena shooter now, which is more interesting compared to where they were the first time. Apparently, there's now classes, which is a big focus. So... we'll see. I'm curious to see where that one kind of falls at the end of the day. And then the most recent one that just got pushed into 2025 is the Alters. We talked about it at the top of the show with 11-Bit Studios. Where do they put that game? It's such a unique game. Like honestly, I think February would have been the hot spot, but there's already so many games in February that you got to push it out. I don't think you get it in February.
I've never heard of it until I saw it on our document. I've looked at it. It looks incredibly pink. Looks incredibly bad.
I know Scott's super excited for it. So
yeah, I'm sure. Like, it's definitely gonna hit a player base. That is not me.
Yeah,
I couldn't even guess when they dropped this. Like,
I'm probably gonna go April, May for me. Is my guess, somewhere around there. End of April, early May is my thoughts. Michael, anything?
I think that makes sense, but this feels like one of those prime January games, right? It already had a November release, so if you depending on how far you had to push it, is 2 months enough to save it? I think if it is, again, January is Remaster City. If you can get a unique game in there, again, I don't know how much they need to work on it. I don't know if it's like Assassin's Creed polish level or what, but I think January would be a good target for them, but I'm with you. I think it ends up April, May.
Well, there we go. Well, boys, that's going to wrap up today's show. It's already been an hour. That was a quick one. We had a ton of stuff to talk about today. You kind of figured we would with this topic. The topic was huge. So very curious to see what comes and goes into 2025 and into 2026. Because we know some of these games are not making the list, right? They're just going to get pushed.
Nope.
That's for sure. We'll see if Xbox can actually land on their feet next year. Because they're...
people have been saying that for 6 years.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, like, is it the year of Xbox? Like, I feel like we say that every year.
It never will be.
That's so sad. Like, it's really sad. If they can pull off Fable, South Midnight...
It's still not going to be enough.
No, you don't think so?
No, there's too much flack with them.
Yeah.
Like, it's my main console, but I have a PlayStation. I have everything. But,
yeah.
Like, it's just, like, a lot of games there, I have everything on Xbox, but like no, the damage is done, man. There ain't no coming back from that.
I guess time will tell. Hey, if No Man's Sky can make a turnaround, I think Xbox can pull it off. But until then, everybody, we'll keep you posted on how this is going. We'll keep you posted with ITG Daily, where we bring you all the hottest in gaming news each and every day. And of course, check out ITG Week in Review. Check out those shows. You can find us on USA Today and other TV streaming platforms around the globe. Until then, I'm Drew. That's Michael. That's Alt, and we'll see you inside the game.